Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning into isbjjTV. My name is Clark, and in today's video we're going to talk about things that you should avoid whenever you're in a jiu-jitsu or MMA academy. Here we go. So I got my iPad up here, so I wrote a little bit of notes of things I want to talk about with you guys today, and I'm going to go over through the list and kind of give you a little bit of my 2 cents of what I feel, okay? Alright, so number 1, don't talk while rolling. Pretty much what that means is, if you're about to start a rolling session, meaning you slap hands, the last thing you really want to do is start a conversation with somebody. And I mean a conversation like, so how was your weekend? Oh man, what do you think about the UFC fight this weekend? You don't want to talk about those things because it really throws your opponent off, and it really makes it difficult for him to concentrate on his rolling session because he's trying to answer your question, and it puts it in a little bit of a awkward moment. It is kind of annoying. Let's get the truth out there. It is annoying. Just wait until the roll is over, or wait until after class. We all have Facebook. We all have, text messages. Hit me up on a text message. Shoot me a message on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter, but not while we're about to roll. Alright, rule number 2, don't teach while your instructor is teaching. What that means is, whenever you're in an academy and your instructor is teaching a particular move, the last thing you really want to do is try to start a conversation with one of your teammates. Whether it's, hey, did you see this last move that this guy did in the UFC? You don't want to do that because it's disrespectful to your instructor. He might not say anything, or he actually might tell you something after class or during class in front of everybody. Be respectful. When your instructor is teaching, please pay attention to your instructor, learn your drill, execute it, and drill it well. Number 3, wash your gis. This is very important. If you cannot buy more than one gi, that's totally fine. However, you do want to wash your gi every night and give it enough time for it to dry and get into class the next time that you roll. It's really, really uncomfortable to roll with somebody who has a funky smelling gi. Nobody might tell you, but if you know your gi smells bad, other people will know it smells bad, okay? Number 4, jewelry is one of the things that's kind of annoying, and it's kind of like, what do I tell this person? Because what's like borderline okay? Jewelry is one of those things where you really shouldn't have for the safety of yourself and your teammate, or everybody else, right, on the academy. You don't want to go in there and start rolling when you have an earring on, or a nose ring, or any type of piercings, because plain and simple, by mistake, your opponent might not want to, but your rolling partner might hurt you and cut you in some way, and then you have blood on the mat, and then it's just like ruins a lot of things, okay? Fitted kimonos. If you're an A1, unless you're trying out the class, it's not cool if you wear like an A3 or an A4 if you're 120 pounds, because the chances are that gi is going to be extremely baggy. And if you're a big heavy dude or a gal, you don't want to wear something too small where your pants don't reach your ankles. They're pretty much like almost right under your knees. It really takes away the opportunity for your teammate to work on any submissions or on any holds or anything or any of his grips, okay? It's just not cool. Go ahead and look at the sizing chart and find which best appropriate for you. Buy it. If you know right off the bat it's way too big or it's way too small, a lot of these websites have a return policy where you can return it, and within like 14 days or 30 days you can just get it exchanged for a smaller size. Next, we're gonna talk about sickness. A lot of people, when they get the cold or they get the flu, they want to sweat it out. And that's cool, you can sweat it out, but don't sweat it out at the academy, because the last thing you want to do is get everybody else sick. So please, if you're sick, if you know you have a flu, if you know you have a cold, or you have any of those things above, please stay home, take medication, and if you're not into medication, cool, just take care of yourself until you get 100% better and you're not contagious, and then go back on the mat. And this also means any type of additional viruses, whether it be, staph infections, ringworms, herpes. It's just not cool. If I know you have ringworms all over your elbows, I'm gonna be like, dude, it looks like that looks like ringworm. I think you might want to kind of get that checked out, dude, or I don't think it's cool for you to roll tonight. If you have any sicknesses or any illnesses, please just wait until you get back up and you healed up and get back on the mat. Next thing we're going to talk about, another thing that has to do with germs, is shoes on the mat. If you're walking with sandals or sneakers or shoes and you're outside, streets, stairs, hallways, they all have a huge amount of germs all over the floor, and your feet touches every single one of them, whether it's gum or people spit or dried up Coke or whatever it is. Don't step with that on the mat, because what's going to end up happening is a lot of people roll on that, and sometimes they get scraped, and people's sweat comes in, in contact, and before you know it, you're going to be out because you have staph infection. Next, long nails or toenails. This may be funny to some people. It's not a funny topic. When I roll with somebody, I don't want to come out of there feeling like I just got shanked, you know what I mean? Or like I just finished rolling with Freddy Krueger. Please, cut your talons. And I'm really honest about this. It's not cool because everybody gets cut up. The last thing you want to do is when somebody's trying to get his hooks in or her hooks in, you're going to get scrapes all over the place. Not cool. Cut your toenails, cut your fingernails, or file them down. It's helpful for everybody. Curse words. You don't know who you're offending. Not everybody talks with bad language or curse words. Not everybody does that, okay? It's not cool because sometimes there's younger people in the class, or sometimes there's some people who don't like to express themselves in that way. So be respectful to everybody around you and try to avoid saying things like that. Please keep it nice, keep it friendly, and a nice atmosphere for everybody else to feel comfortable in training. All right, guys, next thing we're going to talk about is don't stop drilling until your instructor lets you know that it's okay to stop drilling. What I mean by that is when the instructor goes over a move and it's time for you to drill it, it doesn't mean you can do it 2 times and then you're like, all right, we're good. Look, you're not perfect at doing the move yet. I'm not perfect at doing the move yet. And because you want to talk, you're preventing me from wanting to do my moves. When you're drilling, drill over and over and over again. Just keep drilling it, man. You're paying your monthly subscription to drill and to roll and to learn. So learn. Just keep going over the drills. Just keep doing them, man. Next thing we're going to talk about. Please wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. This should be something that everybody should do. And if you do it, thank you very much for doing it and keeping everybody sanitary. If you are not doing it, please take the extra 10 seconds to wash your hands with warm water and soap. If your school's academy doesn't have soap, discuss it with your instructor and let him know that he needs to have soap in the bathroom in order for you to wash your hands properly. Next, if you know you're getting choked out on a bow and arrow choke, for example, or a triangle, or you know your arm's getting broken because you're getting arm barred, tap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what, man? You got caught in the wrong position, tap. I've rolled with a lot of people, and I do get tapped quite a good amount of times. And I don't have a problem tapping if you have the submission right. If you don't tap, the opponent or your teammate's probably going to say, all right, whatever, I'm going to let it go. You're not going to learn from it because you're going to keep getting put in those bad positions, or they're going to break your arm or make you pass out. If you're an upper belt, if you're a black belt and you love smashing white belts and blue belt, not cool, man. You know, respect everybody on the mat, and if you want respect, you should give respect as well. So one thing you want to do, if you're a higher belt, if you're a brown belt, purple belt, black belt, please respect white belts, please respect blue belts and purple belts. Respect everyone. You know, you shouldn't smash somebody just because you think you're superior to them. Everybody's better than everybody. You're always going to have somebody better than you, and you wouldn't like to get put in that position. You're not teaching anybody. You're hindering their learning experience. You should have a good personality towards people in general. I mean, there's no reason to kind of, you know, brutally hurt people for no apparent reason. Next, some people do this, maybe they don't know. When you're grabbing to somebody's collar, or when you're grabbing somebody's sleeves or leg pants, this is my sleeve. This is my lapel. Okay? When you grab like this, you're grabbing my jacket along with my skin, and it kind of hurts, right? I'm not going to tell you it hurts because, you know, whatever. I get bruises, not a big deal. We're in a physical sport, right? But it's extremely annoying. If you can't feel that you're grabbing the other person's skin along with the pants, all right, whatever, you know. Maybe they'll tell you sometimes. If not, just be more aware of it. It's really annoying. Calm down. If you're trying to grab somebody's pants, but trying to avoid grabbing their skin along with it because you're pulling chunks of their skin off, or whatever. All right. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's video on things that you should try to avoid when you're in an academy. If there's anything that I might have left off, which I probably did, go ahead and ask it down below in the comment section. Other than that, I really appreciate every single one of your views. If you like the type of video that I put out there today, go ahead and hit the like button. Or if you like the type of videos that I make in general, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is isbjjTV. Other than that, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, and I have a Facebook account, and all those account names are right after this video, so check them out if you want to follow me on any of those. Other than that, thank you very much for watching today's video, and stay tuned for next week's video. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. This falls into like being respectful in the academy. When your instructor is teaching comment section, and I'll make sure I can, you know, just spread the knowledge. If anybody's made a video about these things, by the way, guys, this is not my, this is like, if you guys can see back there, that's like a flower or one of those plants, right? And you notice that the candles here, the pink candle, this is not my taste. This is not, these are not my things. Okay, so I'm kind of just like using my wife's station right here. So that's why we have all these things. And that's why we have a little spray thing that sprays up odor or a good smell so that the room can smell good. So just a heads up. And, other than that, I have a YouTube account. I obviously, right? I post up pictures and comments and videos. All right. Other than that, I really appreciate all your views. Thanks for coming today. What? Thanks for coming today. You're not coming anywhere. If you like this video that I posted up there, please hit the subscribe. I'm like spitting all over the place. Please, when the instructor is teaching something, when the instructor, you know what? When the instructor teach something, you gotta